Hello beautiful seekers, this is Clarity1129 and welcome back to my channel. I have a pick a card reading for you, and this is all about what have you achieved in the past 6 months. This is basically taking stock during the fall equinox. As you know, 23rd September is the autumnal equinox, and in the northern hemisphere, that is. And this is the time wherein, the past 6 months you've really worked during the summers. And if you've noticed, in many cultures, it's around this time that you have a whole lot of festivals, because this is the time wherein you've put in that hard work for the during the summer months, and it's time to sit back, enjoy the rewards of your labor before getting ready for winter months, and possibly wondering what all resources you can get, how to move ahead, what else do you need to do. All right, so this reading is just that. It's going to be a simple small reading, and it's just, there are times wherein we work a whole lot, but it just feels that we are in a rut, and we might look at the other person, my lord, they've achieved so much, but we don't stop to give ourselves a pat on the back. So this reading is for that, to show us what we have achieved, whether it's something tangible or otherwise, and also to take a moment to be grateful for the lovely things that are there in our life. All right, so we're just hoping to throw light on all of that in this reading. So I hope you enjoy it, and it's a light reading, so take it in that spirit. All right, so without further delay, I have 3 cards in front of us. Pile number 1 is this watermelon card, which says have fun with your inner child. Card number 2 is black, which says find richness from the dark night. That's Joey's fur. And pile number 3 is mauve, enjoy clear hearing. All right, so take a deep breath, close your eyes, exhale, and whichever pile you're drawn to, that is going to be your pile. All right, I'm going to be live shuffling, and we're going to use common decks. I'll be using the Universal Way Tarot and advice from the Daily Crystal Inspiration. All right, so let's begin with card number 1, or those of you who've chosen the watermelon card. All right, we'll keep watermelon right here. All right, those of you who've chosen watermelon, have fun with your inner child. What is it that you need to know? So we begin with the Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Fool, 8 of Cups, the Empress, and the 5 of Wands. All right. So what is it, those of you who've chosen, I'll call this pile number 1, though there was no pile technically, but those of you who've chosen the watermelon, I call you pile 1. What is it that you have achieved during the summer months? So you get the Page of Pentacles. So there are a lot of you who have chosen this pile, who have actually been working on their coin. Some of you have actually been studying, and maybe in your field of work, or maybe something totally different. Some of you would have gone in for higher studies. Those of you who are in college would have possibly gone in to some specialization. The others of you have worked within your job, and still others of you have taken something completely different, studied something which is career related, because whatever you have learned is something that you can put into practice to get, to earn an income from. All right, so that's what you have been doing in these last 6 months. There've been new ideas, and you're totally charged. And this is something which is something solid. It's not a whim. It's something that interests you, and it's something that is going to bring in rewards. All right. So this is what you've been up to the past 6 months. It's a lot of hard work, but a lot of enjoyment as well. All right. And as a result of this, what is it that you're about to enjoy now? And you get the High Priestess. So it is a possibility that, you've with this watermelon card here, have fun with your inner child. And the Page of Pentacles. The pages often have got to do with childlike and everything, It's very young energy. So what I feel is that while you've been working on this, studying something, or doing this, going through this new avenue that you've been exploring, you've had a lot of fun doing this, all right? And it's possible some of you have expected a lot of rewards by this time, within this past 6 months. But you really don't know what's come of it, or maybe you've got a little bit and you don't really know where you're headed, but you're still at it and you've had a lot of fun. And that's why you get this beautiful High Priestess here as to what is it that you're going to harvest, and what is that reward that's waiting for you for all this hard work that you've put in. And you get the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess, for all of you who are into tarot and who've been here, you know that she is someone who is extremely knowledgeable, highly intuitive, but she's also someone who has a whole lot of secrets and she doesn't speak. So I feel that the rewards are yet to come for most of you who have chosen this pile. It's not yet revealed itself. And with this card turning up here in your reading, it is a surprise. It's meant to be a surprise. Spirit doesn't want to reveal it to you yet. For still some others who have, pursued something in line with spirituality, something like tarot reading or astrology or anything got to do with divination, maybe you are, going to finally unlock some psychic gifts. So if you've been waiting for, say, clairvoyance or clairaudience, or any of those psychic gifts, or just intuitive hits, it's happening to you now. It will happen to you now. If it's not already started, it's going to happen. This is for those of you who are invested in spirituality, all right? And chances are, with you coming here, you are already into this. But more than anything, I feel people, all of you who've come to this reading, who have been focusing on spiritual learning, chances are that you are going to have a spiritual awakening or unlocking of your psychic gifts at this time. For others of you who've been working on something tangible and you don't see, your rewards yet, it's a surprise that's being planned to you by Spirit. It's going to be something that is going to be beautiful, but it's something you can't guess, and Spirit doesn't want to reveal it to you right now. I'm sorry about that. All right. And what should you be grateful for during this time? And you get this beautiful Fool card. You should be grateful for the fact that you've been able to actually go out there, put yourself out, perhaps out of your comfort zone for some of you, and you've done something with gay abandon, you've had fun with your inner child and you've done something. And this is an opportunity that not very many people get, or if they get, they don't have the courage to take it. But you, pile number one, you have actually had the courage to go out there, to put yourself out there, to step out of your comfort zone, to stop calculating about what will happen if I do this. Will this person be upset about it? Is this the right decision? No, you haven't wasted your time contemplating, and this new beginning is what's going to bring you so much. The adventure, the journey in itself is something for you to be grateful about, because this is one opportunity which people rarely get, and if they do, they're not in a position to take it, or maybe they're just not courageous enough to take it. But you've managed to actually go on this beautiful journey, and this is something you really need to be grateful for. And if you feel that you are stuck and there has been no journey so far, and that you haven't really been in this energy, then surely this is not your pile. Please pick another pile, all right? Because those of you who've chosen this pile, you definitely have been working on something which has been something different, away from your routine. And this is what's rewarding you, because you've enjoyed the journey. And it is this very journey that you need to be grateful for before you can open these beautiful gifts that are waiting for you, which are a secret from Spirit for you, all right? So what are the resources that are available to you? And you get the 8 of Cups. So you have actually been on this journey, and you have got quite a few things with you. You've got 8 cups out of 10. You have amassed these for yourself. All right. So sure enough, what is left for you to gather would be these 2 cups. And how are you going to get these 2 cups? You get the beautiful Empress. You have to shift your mindset now and come into this Empress energy. You've actually been doing a great job of it, all right? By just having fun with your inner child, by just going forward with this spirit of adventure. So great things are waiting to happen. But now it's also for you, for those of you who are wondering why it hasn't come, why things haven't worked out yet. You have had this great opportunity to leave your, whatever you've done previously behind and go on this journey. From whatever your past experiences are, you've had things with you, but now you already have those things with you, whatever you've gained from your past experiences. But now you've got that. What's available to you now is that freedom, the freedom to explore, freedom to get everything that you want. But for you to do that, you've got to come into this Empress energy, because the Empress is the most abundant person. She's the Queen of Queens. She's highly fertile. She can get what she wants, and she doesn't have to go after it. She just attracts it to herself. She's a magnet, and this is the energy that you're stepping into. So all you need to do is to believe that you are abundant, and all that you've worked for with so much of enjoyment. This entire journey has been something to be grateful for, and the secret is going to be revealed to you, all right? So be in this energy, take care of yourself, love yourself, and for all this effort that you've put in, give yourself a pat on the back, because great things are coming your way. And last but not the least, what is it that you need to let go? So if on the way, maybe you've started something, as I said, you've got a lot of experience from the past, but you've decided to do something totally different. Maybe there are people around you whom you've had to fight with, whom you've had to have arguments with, who were not in it with you when you started this journey. It's time for you now to put that behind you. You make peace with it. Either they accept you for what is, there should be no ill will. Just move forward. If they can meet you halfway and they are okay with it now, then, and if you are the one who's holding a grudge, leave it aside. If they are the ones who are, you give yourself that closure and move on with no ill will. Wish them well, Not everyone can understand what you want and what your journey is, because their journey is different. So make peace with them and with yourself. If you can't make peace with them actually, because they are not willing, it doesn't matter. That peace should come within yourself. So get your heart and your head in alignment so that you can move forward, and whatever these low vibrational energies are, put it behind you, because you are already on this great adventure and wonderful things are just waiting to happen, all because you have had fun in this journey and you've gone there just trusting this universe. And so universe is going to give you all that and more. Now I'm going to take out one advice card from the Daily Crystal Inspiration for you, pile number 1, before we close out this reading. It's such a beautiful reading, and you've got my favorite cards here, all 3 of them in fact. You've got Aquarius energy, Libra and Taurus, as well as Pisces and Cancer energy here, and may also be earth signs, Virgo, Taurus again, and Capricorn. Oops. Okay, we've got 2 cards. We'll take these 2 cards. One says remember your worth, and the other one says stay positive. This is so beautiful. So for those of you who are wondering why the tangible rewards haven't yet come, you're being asked to be grateful for your journey and to just stay positive, because the worth, this universe is going to reward you with so much, but it's a secret right now. The time is not yet right. When it is, it's going to come. All right, and this is for all of you out there who've put in this effort and who've actually worked with your inner child, being happy while doing what you were doing. That is so important. That spark should be there, and you've honored that spark within you, and that is why you're going to be rewarded greatly, and you're just being asked to stay positive. And then you get remember your worth. For most of you who have come to this reading, you have remembered your worth, which is exactly why you've gone and done something which is, you know, perhaps against other people's wishes, but which is something which brings you a lot of happiness, which has got you on this new path. And now when you're just on that threshold of receiving this great abundance, do not doubt yourself. Stay positive and remember, you are this empress. You are this person, and you are going to attract so much into your life. So this beautiful equinox, fall equinox, which is going to be tomorrow, this energy remains for 6 months till the spring equinox. So just wait and watch what's coming your way. And I'd love to hear from you to know what that great surprise was. All right. So that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope this reading resonates and you have this great gifts from the universe that comes your way, which makes you really happy for all the work that you've done. So that's excellent news for you. And till we meet next time, bye-bye. Hello, pile 2. Those of you who have chosen black, find richness from the dark night. This is beautiful, considering that though we are doing a fall equinox reading, 2 days from 23rd is going to be new moon in Libra, which is going to be a dark night. All right, and there is a cue in this for you. The number 10 could be important to you, as well as the number 1 and 28. But there is something that is going to happen during this new moon in Libra for you. Just maybe it's some sort of answer that you've been waiting for. Something is going to come your way. Can you see that star there? That's so beautiful. All right, so we'll just dive into your reading after I've shuffled the cards, and we will see what it is that you've been doing in the summer months, pile 2. I'm calling you pile 2, though it's card 2, just out of habit. So bear with me because I am using the same deck for all three of you. I mean, the three cards or piles. So we are using the Universal Weight Tarot, and I'll be taking out an advice card at the end of the reading from the Daily Crystal Inspiration. Alright, pile 2, or those of you who've chosen the card black, here is your reading. I'll put down the cards first and then I'll explain. So we begin with the Hangman, the Lovers, the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the King of Wands, lot of people in your reading, and the World. All right. Wow. Okay. So what have you achieved during this summer months? And you get the Hangman. So for a lot of you who have chosen this pile, I think you are extremely spiritually inclined. As it is, if you've come to a tarot reading, chances are that there is some inclination, but you are a little more spiritual than most. All right, and you have been working, either you've been meditating a lot, or you've been into this hermit mode, self-reflection, and either you have already had an epiphany, or this epiphany may come to you in this new moon in Libra, which is on the 25th of September, all right, or during any new moon which is going to be in the 6 months period, depending on where you are on your spiritual journey. But you are going to get an epiphany of sorts. In fact, you've been working on it. You've been trying to look at things differently. Maybe some of you are doing a lot of reading, but you are not going against the flow. You're just going with the flow. You're just being. You're not fighting anything. You know that this universe has a plan, and you're looking at things differently. Maybe in the past you were someone who, used to question everything. But these 6 months, those of you who've chosen this pile, you've come into another energy in which you've actually just looking at things differently, from a different perspective. And with trust that something is going to unfold when it has to unfold. There's a certain maturity about you because of which you're not pushing too hard to get whatever it is that you want. It's not that you've not been working, but you've not been pushing yourself, and you've not been fighting, going against the grain. You've just been going with the flow and looking at everything, observing quietly, all right? And this is what has possibly led you to an epiphany, or it will. To the people around you, maybe it feels that you're in this stagnant energy and not doing too much, but you know that you are. You've been working on yourself, you've been meditating a lot, you've been in this energy. With all these cards here, I feel for some of you, you've been manifesting your divine counterpart. For those of you who do not resonate with the term, or whom you do not believe this, well, what can I say? It is happening. You don't have to use the word twin flame or a divine counterpart, but just a soulmate. But this is something you've been manifesting, and it's coming here. And this is what you are going to, you're going to have an epiphany of sorts, and this is going to lead you to your divine counterpart. For those of you who've already met and are in separation, there's going to be a reunion. For those of you who haven't met, you are going to meet. You are manifesting this, and it's happening because you've actually taken care of yourself. You've done everything. You've not been totally focused on this. You've been focusing on other things, but you have sent out what you wish for to the universe. And guess what? Because you've done such a great job of taking care of yourself and doing all the things without any expectations, it is finally coming here for you. And what is it that you need to be truly grateful for is that you are going to have this great new beginning with your divine counterpart, with this Ace of Wands here. And it's possible that whatever you're doing, you're going to have this great creative spark. You're going to start afresh. So whether it is your work or whether it is this relationship, and looking at all the cards here, I feel this is a relationship. So if you're not interested in a relationship, or you feel that you're not resonating with it, please choose another pile, because this is very heavily centric on your relationship and attracting the soulmate that you are looking for. All right, and you need to be grateful for the fact that you are actually going to be given this opportunity. All right. And what is available to you now, you get the Queen of Cups. You are in this beautiful energy, pile number 2, or those of you who've chosen the card black. You are full of love. You are, you have a lot of love to give, but you have also taken care of yourself. All right, this is Cancer energy. And while you can be extremely loving towards those around you, you also do take time to take care of yourself. And you're in this wonderful, comfortable place wherein, you are able to show your emotions. You don't have to hide it. You are emotionally mature. And you're in this lovely, loving energy. So the resources that are there in your hand is your heart full of love. All right? And what do you need to gather? And you get the King of Wands. So what resources you need is going to come to you in the form of your divine counterpart. But also it is for you to, you get this creative beginning. And if you are in the creative fields, it's for you to actually have a vision for yourself and for whatever it is that you do. And maybe this person coming in is going to have the same goals as you, and together you're going to be a power couple. All right, and you're going to do a great, you're going to contribute greatly as far as whatever it is that you're doing. For each of you, it's going to be different. And what can you release and let go? And you get the World card. The World card is about successful completion. And I feel for many of you who have come to this reading, you've already met this person and you have separated, and that is why you've been manifesting this person back into your life, and you're getting this new beginning. All right, and you have done all the healing which has happened due to, once there is a separation, obviously there's a lot of pain and there's a lot of healing that's required, and you've done all that, and now your heart chakra is healed. You're full of love and you're ready. All right, and this person is also ready, but you've been through many cycles with this person. All right, and now it is time for you to finally close all those old chapters. Maybe there's been a history of toxicity, imbalanced relationships, which is typical of a twin flame connection or a high level soulmate connection. There could have been a lot of mirroring, a lot of triggering, but it's time for you to now just put that chapter to a close. You've done enough healing, and because you've done all the healing work, I'm sure they've done the same thing, because you do mirror each other. And now you're finally coming into that energy wherein you can actually have a union. All right, so this is such beautiful, beautiful energy, very powerful energy. Pile number 2, or those of you who've chosen the card black. All right, and whatever answers you're looking for will come to you on a new moon night. Maybe your counterpart, you bump into them on a new moon night. All right, or you hear from them. There's some sort of messaging from them. Now, before we close out the reading, let me pull out a card of advice from the Daily Crystal Inspiration for you, and you get set strong boundaries. Oh wow, and look at this, open up your heart. So you have already opened up your heart, but this is very important, because for relationships which are spiritual, for relationships which are of this nature, there's a tendency when you come together finally, you tend to get lost in one another, and you forget your boundaries. But you're being told you've already, and this is why you get this world card, you've been there where you've not set boundaries, and the connection has, your relationship has been, it's not been 50-50, and that's why all this, one person putting in more work, the other person runner, chaser, dynamic, all that. You've done all of that. You have healed all the pain. They have also done the same. That is why the universe is bringing you together, because you've healed your heart and opened your heart. But now that this person's coming in and you're getting into a relationship, into union, you're being told to set strong boundaries. Just because this union has happened, do not forget, don't, it's very easy for you to get codependent. So you need to consciously tell yourself that you will have strong boundaries. That is the best way, because if you don't, you will again lose that balance, and whatever you've come together to create, that will go for a toss again, and you will have to separate out again, because there is a reason why these high level soulmates come together. There is something that comes out from it. So if you find the balance is off, then it's time for you to separate, because that means the healing hasn't been done. You've really worked on yourself, but this is what you're being asked to do. Set strong boundaries when this person comes back in. All right? And that's all I have for you, pile number 2. This is so beautiful, wonderful, wonderful reading. Completely different from pile number 1, and very beautiful. So I wish you all the best, and I'd love to hear from you. And till we meet next time, bye-bye. Hello, pile 3. Those of you who have chosen the Mauve card, which says enjoy clear hearing. I say pile 3, as I've told the other two piles, it's just a card. There was no pile because I'm using common decks, but out of habit, and it's easy for me. I can't really think about, saying card number 1 feels longer than pile 1. All right, so here. Those of you who've chosen this, I feel for a lot of you out there, or at least for some of you out there, you may be getting, unlocking a psychic gift of clairaudience. You'll find that you're sensitive to noises initially. You might have this ringing sound in your ear. But you are going to possibly, spirit might, if you've been waiting for your spirit guides, you might hear whispers. You might get some sort of guidance through your hearing. You'll find that your hearing is very sharp and you're very sensitive to sounds during this time. All right, card number 3, pile 3. Those who've chosen more, here is your reading. I'm putting down your cards and then I'll explain as we move along. 7 of Cups, Strength, the Lovers, the 10 of Cups, the Tower, and the Knight of Cups. Okay. Ooh, so what have you, dear card 3, pile 3, Mauve group, what have you been doing in the summer months? And you have been working on a lot of different things. You've possibly been multitasking, taking on different roles during this time. You've been working really hard, for most of you. For some of you, you have actually done a lot of things, but you've been indecisive because there are a lot of things you want to do and you've not been able to prioritize. All right, but for most of you, I feel that you've been working really hard on many projects at one time. You've really been working. And what is it that you are going to, what are the rewards you're going to get for all this effort that you've been putting in? And you get Strength, which is a beautiful card. This is the card of Leo. what you have actually, you know, if you've been a person in the past who's been doubting how good you are or how much you can work or how efficient you are, this previous 6 months period, which has seen you going everywhere and doing everything, pushing yourself out of the comfort zone and doing everything that you've possibly not done before, you know, being there for everybody, doing everything that's right, you finally realized, and rightfully so, about how much potential you have and how much inner strength that you have, which is something beautiful. You know, it may not be a tangible reward, but you realizing your self-worth. You know, I feel that your solar plexus chakra is on fire. You know, you've unblocked it and it's glowing like the sun. All right, and this is what is happening because you've put in so much of effort. Maybe you've been multitasking and helping out so many people, and you've actually pushed yourself, you know, possibly and actually I've seen the bottom of the deck energy for you was the Ten of Wands. You've actually driven yourself to exhaustion in the past 6 months, and because of that you've now feeling good about yourself. If you felt unworthy, you don't feel that anymore. You know that you have a lot of power, you have a lot of inner strength, and you can get anything that you want. All you have to do is to decide and focus, and you can do it. And you do it seemingly effortlessly to the other person because you don't even show it on the surface of it, but you can do so much. And you have come into this great realization which has brought you a lot of peace. All right? And what should you be grateful for? And you get the Lovers. So it's possible that in this journey of yours, and I can see that in this card as well, with this beautiful relationship that this lady has with this Lion out here, it's possible that you have someone special in your life, possibly a divine counterpart or a soulmate, someone who's been with you the entire time, all right? While you've been going through all this, they have been steady support for you. They've been there with you, and it's possible that, you know, see, what happens is when we are caught in some sort of work scenario, or we are doing things for 10 other people, the one person who's with us steady as a rock is the person we also take for granted, the person who sees our mood swings, the person who sees our tempers, and there is this person next to you, and you need to be really grateful for this person. All right, if this is your spouse or your partner, or even if you're unmarried, if it's your say your mother or your sibling, whoever it is, or a friend, whoever it is who's been there, whom you have possibly during, you know, doing all this work taken for granted, it is time for you to tell them how grateful you are and to actually be grateful for having them in your life, because they are going to help you, you know, just by being who they are, they're going to propel you to great heights, and you really need to acknowledge that and be grateful to them. All right, what are the sources available to you right now? And you get the beautiful Ten of Cups. So this particular person, for a lot of you, is your spouse or your partner for a long commitment, and you have this beautiful home with you, or it could be your parent or sibling as well. All right, but you have this beautiful home with this person, you share this beautiful home and a secure environment with this person. All right, and this is your greatest resource, because knowing that everything else is taken care of, you can focus all your attention onto your work or to whatever else that's in front of you. So this is your greatest asset at this time, because you don't have to worry about everything got to do with your personal life, because it's taken care of and beautifully, and this person possibly does not complain and has everything done so beautifully that you are able to go back and put in so much of effort in so many areas of your life. You're doing a great job. You might be a superhero. All right, pile number 3, but you really need to acknowledge this person and know that this is your greatest resource. And what do you need to gather? And you get the Tower. This is for, and please pay attention to this, pile number 3 or card number 3. It is actually possible since it's come here as well as here, that you actually, you have put in so much work. And as I said, at the bottom of deck energy was the Ten of Wands. You've put in so much effort that you have tied yourself to that brink of burnout or exhaustion, all right? And this person has been in it with you. This person has also been through the ringer with you, all right? But for all that you work, it's possible that you've got accolades from everyone and you're at a very good place because of that right now, all right? You know that you are worthy and you know that you can do everything, but you have possibly not acknowledged them yet. And it's possible that they are still taking your mood swings while also taking care of your family, or making things comfortable for you, but they are also at that brink. If you are at this energy handling so many things, they are also in this energy handling you, all right? And for this is a big message. If you don't acknowledge their contribution and show them some love now, pile number 3, you're going to face a tower moment in this relationship of yours, and that's going to be a real sad one, all right? Because right now they may be feeling it's a very imbalanced connection. For you, it's beautiful because they've been by your side, and it's possibly because they love you very, very dearly. Otherwise, why would they do it? But they know deep down inside you would feel the same way too towards them. But it's time you showed it, because they are also reaching that brink of exhaustion wherein they've had enough, and this could actually shake this beautiful 10 of Cups that you have. So you're being asked to acknowledge their contribution in your life, and maybe you both need to take a break and just go on for a holiday if you're in a partnership, or whoever it is that you're dealing with. That strong support with you has to be acknowledged and celebrated. Otherwise, you're going to reach this huge tower moment, because they have been your greatest asset for you to be able to move forward. And if this stabilizing factor is not there, it's not that you won't get success, but you will actually have a huge setback to face, all right? And you've got someone who actually cares so much, so why would you want this tower moment? But this tower moment comes after a lot of warnings, and we don't heed the warning, and then your foundations are not strong enough, so they just break. So you are being asked to do your bit here so that this tower stays as strong and beautiful as it is. Because just like you are reaching burnout, this person who's been by your side, quiet and taking in everything, this person is also reaching burnout. So please take time to spend some quality time with this person. Do things for them for a change. Take a break from here and preserve this beautiful 10 of Cups that you have. And what should you release and let go? And you get the Knight of Cups. For some of you, and a very few of you, I feel that maybe there's someone from your past who's turned up, all right? Maybe they have actually turned up in person, or maybe, with this Mercury retrograde, they've just turned up in your thoughts. It's time to let them go once and for all right? And if that is the reason why you're not putting in your bit in this relationship, then that has to change and stop, or you may have to bid this relationship goodbye. All right, pile number 3 or card number 3. Yes, there is someone from your past that needs to go. And this is for some of you. For others of you, if you've been thinking of going on a quest for yet another thing, you're being asked to stop, because you've already, maybe for some of you, you're in a business, or you've tried to diversify, and that's why you have so many things to handle, and that's why this person who's been your stabilizing factor, your support, is also on the brink of just breaking down, and you are still trying to expand your world, but you need to take a break here, because if you're going to again expand and have no time for them, everything is going to come tumbling down, crumbling down, whichever way. I was talking about clairaudience, but I don't think this is about clairaudience at all. This is about you actually giving time to this person and hearing what they have to say. Pile number 3. I feel very strongly that this person has gone unheard. Between all of this happening, and for some of you, someone from your past, and for others of you wanting to expand more, this person is feeling left out, and this person is maybe even, reaching the point of breakdown, emotional breakdown or depression, and you really need to stop that there. Otherwise, all this progress and all this hard work that you've put in is going to come crashing down. All right, you're in a great place, and this person really, really cares, and that's all that you have to do, is to take a break and spend some quality time and get this dynamic going once again. All right, it's still there, it's not too late, pile number 3, but you really need to do this. All right, and if those of you are reading, watching this reading, just a very few of you, if you are actually this person, then you need to speak up. Though I don't really think so. I don't know why I even had to say it. Maybe one odd person here feels that way. I'm going to take out one card from here before we close out your reading, and we get, take pleasure in the things that you do and let it go. So in this, you have actually put in a lot of effort to do all this that you have done. All right, and now you are you feel that these things are under control. That's why you want to go expanding your business or expanding your work. Instead of doing that, you're being asked to let this go for now. Take pleasure in all this that you are doing, and if you find that everything is very well oiled and things are happening smoothly, which is why you want this, don't go after this. Let this go in and go here. Enjoy your time with this person who's in your life, who is your divine counterpart or your soulmate, whoever it is in your life who's been your support, who's been there like a pillar by your side. Honor them, acknowledge and appreciate them and their efforts. All right, and have fun with them and enjoy whatever you've built. Once everything is consolidated and they are happy and everything is balanced, then you can move. Keep a ear open for what they have to say. All right, pile number 3, that's all I have for you. You have really worked a whole lot, and kudos to you for all this that you have achieved, but kudos to this person who's been quietly helping you do that, and they have remained unacknowledged, which is not right. Unsung heroes, it's sad when you have an opportunity and they continue to remain in the shadows. All right, so pile 3, celebrate them, and you'll find that you have time to expand still further in times to come. But as of now, as we are going into this fall equinox. It's a time to appreciate ourselves for all the efforts. So both of you need to just sit back, enjoy all that you've achieved, and actually chill and enjoy your life, because life is not all about just getting after your work. It has to be balanced, and the 10 of Cups is something beautiful which you have, so don't let it go. All right, so that's all I have for you. Until we meet next time, be good, stay safe, bye bye.